So collect last live. So I just feel like restarting it over. And then now we're definitely gonna tap into some personal energy. Since they were messing with my last live, messing with the connection, it's letting me know that this will be another personal. See, I be trying to do collective energies, and I just be trying to randomly just pick up on energies. But I guess this that came out on the reading, that came out on the table is my energy, and it's saying that there's a cousin that's related to me, that's using people not related to me to cause havoc in my life, and they out here doing death magic. So at this point, it doesn't matter who is the involvement, cousin, aunt, uncle, brother, mother, sister, father. It don't matter at this point. We're gonna clear this. Try to get me fired. You try to get me fired. But I'm unbothered, unfazed, and uninterested. So you try to get me fired. 1, 2, 3. I just saw 1, 2, 3. But I'm having an upgrade. You try to get me fired, but I'm having an upgrade. What's this that's popping out of the card? Remnant. I am something ancient. They put you in the dirt and God made dirt, but dirt don't hurt. They was putting me in the dirt to try to get me fired. They stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. They keep doing spell work. Trying to enslave souls. They're trying to enslave my soul. They in cocky energy. They think they think they know what they're doing, but they do not know what they're doing. They can't enslave my soul, bitch. Are you God? Are you the creator of me? No, you're not the creator of me. So I don't know why you think they put you in a freezer. They put me in a freezer. Controlling in the reverse. You're trying to control me, but you can't. You're the one that's frozen. You're the one that's stuck now. Yeah, because I'm undefeated. You can't defeat me. They were given signs by the divine, but they weren't paying attention. Yeah, because they was in their little guilty pleasure. They enjoy doing this. Spiritual coma. They're being put into spiritual coma. For this nature magic. I see nature magic. I said earlier in the first video, they were doing nature magic, fairy magic. They were doing nature magic overboard with a mother related. Confirmation, they were doing this with a mother related. Mother related came out in the last video. Yeah, and now this mother related is stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. This secret love affair is getting exposed with this mother related. It says they siphon untamed energy and now they can't handle the power backlash. No, they can't handle it. They're siphoning my energy and they can't siphon my energy. It's not for you. You tried to cause delays and now you're having breathing problems. My in-laws involved. I don't have in-laws. I'm not married. These are a bunch of scammers. This could be somebody that related to me, that married into my family. But I'm protected. Archangel protection. Somebody thought that something was pure entertainment. You thought something was funny. So my last live, you just exposed that was my energy. That was my cousin. You just exposed that. You just exposed yourself. And whoever this mother related is, that was trying to enslave souls. Every time you fuck with my connection, you let everybody know. Yeah, that I'm the one that you're stalking me. You have court issues and the business table, this business offer is off the table. You have court problems and you're not getting that money because you were trying to block all my roads, my paths. You were trying to block my way because you thought you were too legit to quit. You thought you were too legit to quit. You were in cocky energy. My in-laws, has your in-laws involved. Traveling by sea. You were traveling by sea. You were crossing the border to get shit done because you fear change, because you don't want to change, bitch. So you want to come for me and mess with my life and expose yourself. Because my ass was, again, I'm going to say this. I was doing a random ass reading. Random energy. And you wanted to come in because you got scared. Because you were being exposed. So you decided, oh shit, we got to fuck with her video because she's exposing us. You don't even know if it was a personal or collective. And now you gave yourself away. So I'm going to continue to let you know that thank you for incriminating yourself. You're wicked. Thank you for incriminating yourself when you come in my energy and you do the dumb fuck shit that you do. You try to make bargains and deals because you don't got no more cards to move. You out of move. You don't got no more cards to play. You out of moves. So you out here trying to make deals and bargains. You out here trying to sacrifice people and animals for money. This is the deals and bargains you're making. Because Shallow Hal got no more power because you don't got no more friends. You out here trying to attack my crown chakra. And it says no longer has your power position. You don't no longer have your power position. You lost your job. You lost your powers. You wanted to join the hate crowd. You're evil. And I'm unstoppable. My genes may have deferred, but I'm not defeated. Chi magic. Chi in the reverse. You're unbalanced. The weapons that you're forming, these weapons that you're forming in the reverse. Whatever you summon, this is summon, whatever you summon in the reverse. And now they're running scared from whatever they summoned. Yeah, someone feels like their heart is being turned out. Spirit is walking amongst us. They no longer walking amongst their spirits. So the spirits are no longer walking amongst them. So whatever spirits were helping them, they're now helping them no more. The birds of a feather flock together and their group. Like in the work community is in the reverse. Trying to enslave souls, they can't enslave nobody's soul. You ain't got the power to enslave soul. Who the fuck you think you are? They blame me. You blame me for being a dumb bitch. Their mind is blown. You blaming me because you're dumb. You blaming me because people are talking about you because I'm exposing you because I'm not going to stop exposing you. Because if you fucking come in my energy, I'm going to pick up my cards and I'm going to expose you. I'm not going to go out here and all talk shit about y'all all crazy. Y'all not going to rage bait me. You're not going to bait me to do anything anymore. Them days is over. These are a bunch of old hags. They're trapped in a trap. Look, a karmic woman, trap house. This is a mother related. Measures are being taken against this mother related to somebody in their cruel intentions for being wicked against me. In July, they could be a Cancer, or there's something could be a Cancer, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, or they did something in July, or they're waiting for something in July. But I'm also in July. I'm a Cancer. They put me in the freezer, but whatever they did is in the reverse. A brother not related to them, maybe a brother related, ungodly. Some brother energy is ungodly. They owe me something, restitution. Now something is no longer pure entertainment because they going outside. I bet you it's no longer pure entertainment. Yeah, because I'm unbothered, unfazed, and uninterested in what they're doing. Yes, I am. I really am. Dumb and Dumber. Idiots. Dumb and Dumber idiots weren't paying attention given by the design. Weren't paying attention to the signs given by the motherfucking divine. They don't want me to say this. They're trying to get me tongue twisted up in this bitch. The upstairs neighbors are in my energy. Uh-oh. And they're brother related. See, I said somebody's brother. The brother related to the upstairs neighbors. The accuser is always accusing. The upstairs neighbors is accusing me of something, and they're the ones that's fucking doing it. Death magic. They playing victim. The upstairs neighbors are accusing me of doing death magic, and they playing victim. It's over. How the fuck you gonna accuse me of doing death magic, bitch? When you the one that be getting recorded hooting and hollering in this fucking building. You the one that gets recorded with all the fucking company and the crackheads and the motherfuckers that look like crackheads in and out of your apartment. You look stupid playing victim when you loud about what you're doing. And you're recorded. I have documentation. How are you still trying to play victim? So my upstairs neighbors is out here accusing me of doing death magic on them. Confirmation with the sirens. No mercy. Uh-oh. People are getting a second opinion. A friend got an attitude. They rotting from the inside out. Because their devilish deeds will bring them karma. This business offer is off the table. Now fights is happening. Because of this setup, the past is catching up. The illusion is undone. They're clueless. They're a bunch of addicts that cursed their contract. What I said, they run with a bunch of addicts. They were trying to cause me an eviction. You can't cause me an eviction when I'm not doing anything for you to cause me an eviction. You can lie all the fuck you want, but I got proof that you harassing me. You don't got proof that I'm harassing you or doing anything. You're making up shit, but I got legit proof on camera, have caught you on live. How you gonna get out of that? When I tell you these people don't know what incriminating themselves mean, they don't know what incriminating themselves mean. Son, you hear the sirens? It's over. They're about to be, they was trying to go on the run and they can't. On the run in the reverse. They feeling naked and afraid. They got breathing problems. They're running out of money. It's over for this death magic. They were beating their chest like King Kong and I'm a whole Caesar. They were doing womb magic on me. Was a bad investment. They took an oath to do this. Someone passed away in the process. That other guy that used to live upstairs. They are heathen because they repeated offense. They no longer serve a purpose. They was doing this for a social status and they was trying to read me and you cannot read me. This person is in childhood energy trying to be a fire starter and they being controlled or try to control me and they was trying to cause delays. You see all the siren noises? You hear all that? Still going? So I'm on point. And now here they come out the room nervous. Trying to attack my chakras. You hear all that in the background, baby? They nervous. He ran out the room. He's nervous. Nervous, bitch. You nervous, bitch? They being publicly embarrassed. Look at that right now. Public embarrassment. Sirens get louder because they a bunch of soul swappers. Trying to swap our souls. They lost in the fog. A bunch of addicts. That do shit for money. Uncle Tom. Death becomes them. They're a bunch of drunks and addicts. Someone was on their high horse. Now they're feeling like a jackass. And they in denial. They wanted to join the hate crowd. And they're nasty. Their plans failed. They no longer have their position and they're being demoted. They were on a journey to Nowhereville with these crown chakra attacks because I'm protected by ancestral magic. A karmic woman that they work with is in the trap house. It says you were outnumbered and you were outnumbered. So I was outnumbered and I still drop kicked them all alone. They up the creek or river without a paddle. They drowning. This is happening now in the present moment. Their magic is rendered powerless. They were paid to cause me harm. Using nature magic, graveyard magic, and measures are being taken. They bit the hand that fed them. Yeah, God. They stuck in a spiritual rut for being a spiritual slut, and they cannot hide. They depleted, malnourished, and anorexic. These circus clowns. Oh my God. You see how the energy is flowing? Now they're imagining their own energy and their own funeral and ending. And they having resentment because they owe me restitution. They owe me money, bitch. I told you, yeah, you're going to be my cash cow. You might have been taken from me energetically, but bitch, you are physically going to be paying me money. And I told them this. I did. I warned them. You harassed me. I am going to be able to sue your ass so hard that you are going to be paying me for life. You're going to be paying me with your life. They infatuated with my energy. Trying to distort my energy. They're having remorse. They're not having remorse. They're having remorse because they can't get my energy. They got court problems. Yeah, they sacrifice people and animals for money. That's their secret love affair is getting exposed. They're a bunch of non-believers that were in cocky energy. Cocky energy, but yeah, you a whole little bitch. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, weapons. They were forming weapons. Summoning shit. Now they scared because the storm is coming. Trying to siphon energy from somebody that has freedom. I have freedom. And in due time, everything will be fine. Yes, it will. You know why? Because I have faith. I have blind faith. They wanted to come up. Somebody from my past homework community involved. Shit got out of control. They better saddle up because it's about to get bumpy. They were doing too much. A bunch of karmic pests to a healer. Me. They thought that they could make me vulnerable. Yeah, now they being haunted. They need to vacate the premises. Somebody's mother side of the family was doing jar spells. Sour apple, see, mother related. Something about May. Next month is May. Looked into. They're gonna be being looked into next month. Or they should be, or they've been being looked into since last May. Or somebody could be a Gemini or a Taurus. Somebody is nervous. Here they come with the pet sweats. The pit sweats. The pit sweats. Here they come. Somebody is confirmation. Nervous. They nervous. Yeah, they imagining their own ending and funeral for being all up in my business. The next door neighbor. Oh, now the next door neighbor's getting exposed. That's who's in my energy. That's more. The nervousness started when they fucking left their apartment or went next door. The next door neighbor either left the building or they went to the other next door neighbor's house. And that's when my pit started sweating. The next door neighbor, a copy, paste, and post troll. Don't like that I'm at peace and they gang stalking. They getting exposed. Their plans failed because they wanted to come up. Plans failed because they wanted to come up. Someone's plans have been impacted because a storm is coming. Death becomes them. For being an Uncle Tom. A bunch of addicts that need to grow up. They're remote viewing me. You looking at me? Hey! Trolls. Don't go blind. Staring too hard. You might actually lose your sight for real if you keep fucking watching and stalking my ass. As hard as you're staring at me. Don't think. I warned you. Playing with your devices causing interference. Yup, confirmation. What? And they're getting an undesired outcome. They lost in the fog. This soul swapper. They're getting publicly embarrassed for being evil. It's been made a public display. This abusive relationship they have with me. They're about to reap what they sow. Their mother side of the family put a policy insurance on me, but I'm being liberated. That money that they thought they were getting, they're not getting a dime. They're about to be learning karmic lessons for all these jar spells they put. They are terrified. Was told to leave it alone, but they didn't. Now they're under judgment. Again, they're getting evicted, and they feeling like sour apples because they were scheming, doing this moon magic. Somebody has an underlying illness that was trying to blind me. And the neighbor that I had, my next door neighbor is sick. I don't know what kind of sickness she got, but I know she's sick because she has a fucking home attendant helping her. So there's some illness happening next door. And her son is back living with her. So that speaks a lot. So I know what next door neighbor it is because it's the one that's trying to cloak in my energy that still got something from when we had our last connection and interaction with. Is on her door. Christmas decorations was the last time we had an interaction and I was in her energy. We were in each other's energy. And she still got it on her door from like 5 years ago. So if she thinks I'm stupid, if she thinks I don't know what she's doing, she cannot cloak herself anymore in my fucking energy. And if it's the other next door neighbor, I stared at his ass yesterday. So he's stupid if he think he want to continue with the dumb shit. I continue to give him the fucking look at the look that I gave him yesterday. And I know he wanted to say something to me yesterday, but he didn't even fucking bother. Because I'm so tired of these fucking people collecting. When I tell you I'm tired of these bird bitches and bird brain motherfuckers that live upstairs, downstairs, and next door, I really am tired of them because they're dumb. They're dumb, and they're dumb. So, it keeps saying mother related, so his mother is one of their mothers next door. It's saying next door. Mother related is coming out, cousin is coming out, upstairs neighbor and next door neighbor is coming out. Those are the only energies that came out in this reading. In this video, and in the first one I did, no other energies have came out. And I'm on here 21 minutes so far, and the other one, I don't even know how long the other one. They're getting a bad reputation. They PTSD, they were trying to cause me PTSD, or they have PTSD. They were doing graveyard magic, confirmation to the death magic, because they were so desperate to win. What they did was unforgettable. A aunt related to somebody, to me or somebody else. A karmic man. They locked up behind bars. They have PTSD. Current home and work community. What I said. Stop playing. They were so desperate to win in my current home and work community. This current work home community is in the reverse, collective. Everybody, they was in a combat mode war with me. They all fucked up. Somebody has a speech impediment and slurs and mumbles. That's what be in my energy. That I be picking up, that I be tripping up on my words. They were in a childlike behavior. They need to act their age. This is somebody that's older. They under judgment and they're getting evicted. Dumber and Dumber is getting evicted and they under judgment for being in childlike behavior. They created a monster, a beast. Yes, they did in me. Now I'm not going to stop. A storm is coming. They thought that coming from me was going to make me stop. No, coming from me was going to make me not stop. They are a bunch of crazy energy vampires. They thought that they were crazy. I'm crazy too, bitch. I'm the crazy beast that you just unwoken. Yeah, the dark don't want anything to do with them anymore. The judicial system don't want anything to do with them anymore. They were sleeping with the higher ups. So whoever the fuck they were sleeping with, whatever judicial system, whatever person in the judicial system that they were sleeping with, they don't want nothing to do with them no more. They fly. Look, I told you, they flying solo now. They flying solo. They're not, a karmic man is flying solo. Sleeping with the higher ups. They were sleeping with the higher ups. This person was locked up behind bars, sleeping with the higher ups. Now they're getting shunned out, casted out by a society, group, organization, a coven, a clique, a family. Yeah, they no longer have the help that they were getting. They were rebelling and challenging authority. Yeah, I'm the authority. I'm a triple threat. I'm just reading what the cards say. They wanted my blood to be free, and they cannot. There's crazy energy vampires that they're nervous, sweating. They were doing sex magic on me. They were sleeping with the higher ups, doing sex magic. They have a fraudulent business. They thought they had the master key to break into where? Ha! Not here. An informant that thought they knew it all was doing graveyard magic, trying to attack my sacral chakra. Now they trapped like labyrinths with no way out. They lame. And God is about to have no mercy on them. Because they were jealous and envious. A cousin related coming out again in the last video. So a cousin related confirmation with the last video. This is just part 2. So cousin related came out. Is it a cousin related to me or a cousin related to the neighbors upstairs or next door? They have shortened their life here on Earth. Yes, they have. I told you, you fucking with me, you gonna die, bitch. That's what you want? That's fine. They a bunch of addicts. They overstep their boundaries. Oh, I know both of my next door neighbors are a bunch of cokeheads. Both mothers are a bunch of cokeheads. So they can't sweet talk the devil no more with offers, or they used to be. I don't know, but I know they were. They can't. They were tormenting and torturing me. I'm not gonna put nothing on their name if I don't truly know, but I know they used to be. They were spiritual, sexual abusing me. They were raping me spiritually, attacking my chakras. Yeah, they being depleted, anorexic, and malnourished. They damn. Yeah, they stuck in the rough of being a spiritual slut. They need to vacate the fucking premises. You gotta go, bitch. They up the creek and river without a paddle. They drowning. They're a bunch of puppets. Someone's travel plan have been impacted because the storm is coming. February, something about February. Somebody could be a Pisces. I mean, they're Pisces. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, somebody could be a Pisces or an Aquarius. And Siren. So, truth, I'm getting some good news. I'm getting some good news through divination. They unprotected. Somebody's so nervous and they standing, they close. They real close to me. My arms start pulling. My underarms is ridiculously wet. Somebody is hella nervous. Hella nervous. Because they can't sweet talk the devil no more with offers. They no longer have their power. They're being demoted. And they're in denial about this. They're in denial that they lost. They're in denial. They running scared. They're in denial that I have a healing spirit within me or around me and you cannot heal, baby. You're not going to fucking siphon my energy to heal your mama or your papa. I'm sorry. Bitch, just die. You are sick because of your evil ways. So you're going to die, bitch. Currently happening now, like I said. It made a bad investment. They on borrowed time. Like I said, they trying to stay alive. Somebody's sick and they trying to heal through me. You're not going to heal through me. You're not going to siphon my energy and heal through me. That one trick pony ran out of tricks and now you're sick. Exactly. You thought you had the master key to break in. You don't. Confirmation. Somebody needs to step forward. They're searching for information. You're trying to search for information to do what? You're jealous and envious and you're trying to search for information to do what? For your plans to fail? Your plans failed. What you searching for information? You're a lame. What you searching for information for? To do what? To still become a fire starter? To still be a fire starter? I'm free. I have freedom. You wake up and you go to sleep doing spell work. They think they too legit to quit. The watchtower that's watching me. But I'm still getting good news. You downplayed my gifts, my talent, my skills. You're a bunch of drunks that are about to piss themselves. A bunch of drunks that are about to piss themselves. That's funny. That's in messy energy. They lost grip of reality. Confirmation Cyrus is still going. The illusion is on them and they clueless. This cocky ass energy no longer cocky. An old school friend that their energy is distorted. They're unprotected. And it's been made a public display. In September, maybe, or they could be a Libra or they're a Libra or Earth sign. So a Libra or Virgo. Somebody's mother side of the family is going out sad. Their breath stink from all the lies that they told. Dumb and Dumber doing jar spells in my current home and work community. The devil is sick for trying to be a prick. Somebody's about to get confronted in an inappropriate way. It says confirmation signs, birds chirping, dogs barking, sirens, cars, alarms, numbers, commercial ads. We're getting confirmations with the motherfucking sirens. Settlement deadline in the reverse. They are done. They cannot get this deal done. Whatever deal that they had, prayers are falling on deaf ears because they're karmic. Now they want to pray. Whatever. Someone is trying to set the record straight. They were spiritually organ harvesting from me, and their crimes were committed against me. Another one bites the dust. They're defeated. They're lonely. They are so lonely. They got no more spirit guides. Yeah, they bit the hand that fed them. They're spirit guides. They bit their hand that fed them. They was feeding. Yeah, they need to vacate the premises. They disrespected their spirit guides. They up the creek, river, and all the ocean without a paddle. They drowning. They disrespected their spirit guides. The spirits that were helping them, they disrespect them. False advertisement. In your vicinity lives around me. They getting rejected. I'm getting justice. They were trying to torment and torture me by spiritually, sexually abusing me, raping me spiritually. And now they can't escape this karma, this Brady Bunch gang and the combined family. That sounds like both the neighbors to me. They're a combined family. They're getting an undesired outcome. And playing with my devices and causing interference. Again, it says I was outnumbered by people and I still defeat them. A trap house. This karmic woman is in the trap house. Here we go. I guess what I'm saying is on point because motherfuckers is mad. And they can't do nothing. Look, animosity. I'll tell you right there. They're coming out. Animosity because they was doing too much. Look, I tell you no lie, people, a hit dog is gonna holler, right? Hey, hit dog is gonna holler, right? If they don't confess, their life will be a mess. They are stressed out because they thought they could make me vulnerable. And they cannot. This wild witch endings is happening. Somebody is aging rapidly. They owe me restitution. They're in resentment. And they're imagining their own funeral and ending. These fucking circus clowns that are currently in survival mode because they all have been checkmate. And someone is losing their sight because their faith was tested and they lost their faith. And now they're being haunted. This shallow ass how person. This could be a father related to somebody that got a fucking swampy smell and fucking health issues, the next door neighbor. The father related to the next door neighbor, dysfunctional family, and their sister related. I'm done. You see how bitches is getting exposed? They did something overboard. No wonder why I looked at his stupid ass yesterday the way I looked at him. They going through a demise. And then when I was outside yesterday, I seen a missing flyer poster, and it was of a little kid. There's a little kid that's missing on this block. A chubby little Hispanic kid that's missing in this area. Y'all better watch y'all babies. I should have took a picture of the flyer, but confirmation for the sirens. There's a little boy, a chubby little boy. He looked Hispanic. That's missing. I saw it yesterday when I was outside, out and about. And I was like, wait a minute. He's a chubby little boy. I don't know how chubby he is, but he not a skinny kid, and he not heavy, but he got a little meat on him. Look, sweat, somebody's nervous in my energy. I'm not going to pull no more where we is at. 34 minutes, yeah. I'm done. They got exposed. My upstairs neighbor got exposed. They keep exposing themselves. Next door neighbor getting exposed because they keep in my energy, and you would think these people got kids. Fuck my upstairs neighbor. They don't got no kids. They're a bunch of faggot-ass motherfuckers. But my next door neighbors... This nigga got 2 kids. This motherfucker got grandkids. He got a kid. They got children in the house. There's a grandchild next door. I don't know if there's kids in the next house, but they got kids. And they stupid. You don't think about your family because you want to be selfish for money. And you don't think about the consequences that's going to affect everybody else around you. Because you being money hungry and greedy. And then you thought that you could come fuck with me, and then you're trying to unalive me. That's the crazy thing about it. You were willing to participate in a premeditated murder. You were willing to help plan and plot out my death. You don't got the right to be fucking pissed off because you exposed. Because whatever you did didn't work, and now everything is being exposed that you were trying to fucking kill me. You were trying to unalive me. You were trying to take me out of this world. Hey. And you want to be mad and you want to be nervous. You shouldn't have participated in trying to unalive somebody's life in the fucking first place. Now you want to be nervous. And now you want to be mad. Be mad. Be nervous. Good. You're in there, they're in their feelings. I know you in your feelings, bitch. I know you in your feelings. Because everybody, Karmics is trapped because everybody knows the truth. Yeah. Because you thought you could shut me up. No, you're not going to shut me up. You thought you could intimidate me. You thought you could make me fearful. Because what? I know you follow Peeping Tom because you're watching me, you're spying on me, you're stalking me in my current home work community. Feeling like sour apples. They getting evicted. A storm is coming. My card is breaking. Past lifetime. They did something in the past. Something they did in the past. I need to take that out and fix that. They were trying to take me out in my sleep. They were doing unalive, and they were trying to take me out in my sleep because they had a settlement deadline. The date and time gaps. Yeah, they're a bunch of drunks. Oh, my next door neighbor is. They committed tax fraud on a spiritual OG. They being devoured. Sex magic, blow up doll, sex magic, hydromancy, a Miss Parker vibe, messy energy, disloyal, return to sender. A bunch of heathens that did a rescue move, the watchtower. They manipulated others. A false prophet manipulated others. Uh-oh. They were saying that I pay for play, that I'm an easy lady. So you were calling me a hoe? There's no way you calling me a hoe in this area, because not one of y'all dirty dick ass bitch niggas ever got any of this poo poo. So I don't know how you calling me a hoe. Not none of y'all dirty dick ass niggas been in my apartment. Without with permission? No. So you trying to lie on my name saying that I'm an easy lady, but I ain't never fucked not one of y'all motherfuckers, nor do I give nobody in this area the fucking time or day. I don't even think people over here are fucking attractive. There might be one or two that's all right, but attractive? You want me to be honest? The only person that I find attractive, and they probably don't even live in this area, is the fucking mailman. And I don't even care if I say that on camera, because he's sexy to me. The mailman is the only sexy ass on this block, and he don't even live on this block probably. So that goes to say something. And that's a working man. None of these bitches look like they working men over here. I see them all the time outside drinking every day. They don't work. They're a bunch of bums that sell marijuana, cocoa cat. I said cocoa cat. I'm going to leave it there. You already know what I'm trying to say. So it's subliminal words. Corner boys. They still in the corner selling shit. And I'm not going to say all, but let's just say most. You fucking kidding me? Why the fuck would I? Why? The rats is running. Why? Ew? No, thank you. They need to vacate the premises. It keeps saying they need to get evicted. Present. Vacate premises and vacate in this present moment. They need to go. Because they try to get me fired. Someone's trying to set the record straight. What record are you going to try to set straight? How are you possibly going to set anything straight? They're in their feelings. How are you going to set anything straight? You were trying to unalive me. How you set that straight? You have animosity? Because I was outnumbered and you still couldn't take me out? Everything you do is getting rejected? Someone ass is on fire. They got the nervous shits. They got an upset stomach. Confirmation, yeah, but they nervous because my underarms is sweaty. Look at that collective. When I tell you these people around me are hella nervous, hella scared, and hella anxious, they hella are. They got health issues. Someone got health issues. They sick. A mother related, somebody's mother. Either the mother related to me on the right, either it's my next door neighbor to the right of me that I'm sitting right next to, like my table right here, or it's the neighbor to the left of me that their fucking crazy ass son likes to leave their apartment and slam their doors. All that slamming of the doors is their fucking wild child, the son. So it's one of those two mothers. And I know this one next door to me is sick. So, and they creeping right now because he think I can't hear him, but I hear him because the floors in this building are too creepy, too creaky for you to think that you're going to creep and not think I can hear you. So you could just make yourself known. Stop being the creepster that y'all are, because y'all be creeping in front of my door when I be playing a reading, think I don't hear y'all. But y'all stupid to be thinking that I don't know they are there. But, yeah, collective, these people be doing too much, and they think, look, abusers are being devoured. The wild card, they don't know what's going to happen. Cat got somebody by their tongue and the balls. Entrapment. Another indictment charge is piling up. Well, so I guess they're getting indicted. The rats is running tax fraud. They going outside. Confronted in an inappropriate way. They got themselves tangled up in a situation for the policy insurance they put on me for opportunities. They were in cocky energy. They thought they could put a policy insurance on me, and they thought they were going to get away. Hey. They thought they were going to get away and pull off with unaliving me. How'd that work out for you? You out here making bargains and deals, because a bitch still go outside. You don't put no fear in me to go outside. You watching me? You doing witchcraft? But I'm unstoppable. Dreams deferred, not defeated. You're evil. You were trying to close my paths and block my way. And now shit is spiraling out of control. Yeah, you were doing binding rituals. You have no lives. Something was being overlooked. And now it's not being overlooked anymore. Because it's been happening for too long. You've been in the messy energy for too long. And for me to repeat the same, you know why you're getting caught? You know why you're getting caught? Because your lie keeps changing. Your lie keeps changing, and my truth stays the same. Nothing and anything that I have ever said has changed. It's been the same. That's how you know when somebody's telling the truth. When you go back a year later, and they say somebody wrote down exactly what you said, and they come back a year later, and you're repeating the same shit that you said the last time they saw you a year later, you're the truth. If somebody comes back to you a year later, and they remember what you told them a year ago, and they come back to you and ask you the same thing, and then you tell them something different, then you're the liar. There goes the difference. Every time somebody hears my story, it just sounds like a broken record because it's the same. It's the same story, not broken, said the same way, the same information. You run lies, so your lies, and you're getting caught up with a lie after lie after lie after lie. That when somebody's coming to backtrack about what they asking you, it's not what you said. Now you're saying something else. You got caught up with your own lies. Because you try to put this on me, you can't pin on me. Then you try to say that I'm this, you can't do that. Try to say that I'm this, so you try to say that I'm a hoe, you can't put that. You try to say that I do voodoo, you can't do that. Then you try to say that I'm obsessed with Jesus, can't say that. You can't say that I'm an evil person. You can't say that I'm sneaky. I'm very transparent. I don't have to hide shit from you. The only thing that you ain't knowing is what the fuck I'm doing to make my money, bitch, because it's none of your fucking business. Who I'm in a relationship with, who I'm connected to, that's none of your business. So because you don't know my personal info, I'm evil, I'm doing shit behind closed doors, and I'm wicked, give me a fucking break. Tragic endings is happening, and they're nervous. The judicial system, cousin related, Low life. Stubborn. Needs to be on medication and has mental issues. I'm done, collective. They did this for money. A bunch of Uncle Toms that did this for money. And they don't even know who they are. They have a dissociative identity disorder. Trying to attack my sacral chakra. Putting me in the freezer. Now they trapped. They're lame. And corny. In the shadow. They're materialistic. And they're losing their sight. They have a lot of animosity. And they're being recorded in the trap house. They're being recorded in their trap house. So, collective, I guess my next door neighbors are still up to no good. We already know the upstairs neighbors are up to no good, but my next door neighbors are still up to no good, and it's a damn shame. They got kids, man. They're getting beat up by their own energy. I bet you are. You didn't think of your children, right? You didn't think of your child, grandchildren. You don't think of the karma that the rest of your family is going to have. You don't know how karma works? Well, that's how karma works. You just cursed your whole entire family, even the babies that have not been born yet. You cursed them into poverty. You've cursed them into bad health. You've cursed them into tragedy. You have burdened them with struggle in their life. That's what you did. These family members that got nothing to do with nothing. These kids that got nothing to do with nothing. You just ruined every young soul in your family's life. If they are already here and if they have not been born yet. You have damaged your bloodline for a long time. So you thought that, oh, you do some shit and I'm the one that got to pay for it. Yeah, you got to pay for it too. But so does your family. So, you wanted to be a bunch of non-believers? You didn't want to believe that I was gifted? You're nervous. They know when I say they're nervous, look at that. They have a right to be nervous because you shouldn't have came for me. You shouldn't try to threaten my life. You shouldn't have violated my privacy, my energy, none of that. But you thought that y'all were big, bad, and bougie. I thought y'all were the big, bad wolves, huffing and puffing. You ain't huffing, puffing shit. Now you wheezing, bitches. Now you got breathing problems. You got health issues. Because you thought that I was some pussy. Some naive little damsel in distress. That need a man to come save her. I don't need no man to come save me. I could save myself, bitch. You thought that I was one of them little ditzy bitches? They're fighting me. They hate me. Oh, boo-hoo. They hate me so much. Give me. I love the hate, bitch. You know, I'm not one of those content creators that you sit here and you stalk me, you cyber stalk me or physically stalk me and I'm going to go and cry. Oh, collective. This made me cry so much. They hate. Stop hating. Go ahead and hate, bitch. Go ahead and hate. Your hate is showing me that I am great. Go ahead, motherfuckers. You showing me and you're letting me know that you think that I am better than you. Not that you believe that I think that I'm better than you, but that you know, and in the energy, that's how you feel that I am better than you. So it was a risky move for these snakes, and they're about to be taking out their misery. They being devoured for this alchemy, for this witchcraft. They losing the grip of reality. With this moon magic. Ooh, this moon magic. Collective. I like when motherfuckers get exposed. Stay the fuck out of my energy. Or confess. I don't know what to tell you. Turn yourself in. I mean, do the right thing. I don't know what to tell you at this point. You're just going to be angry in your feeling peoples until you do the right thing. You need to do the right thing. You committed the crime. Now you got to pay the time. Is this what it is? You got busted. You got caught. I'm not dead, bitch. And I'm not going to die. It is what it is. You got to deal with it. And there ain't nothing that you could possibly do to make it happen. Stop trying. You're so desperate to try to make it happen, to complete this scheme, this plan. And it's not going to work. You are going to get exposed. So were you just trying? I don't know. That's y'all stupidity. Y'all grown adults, right? Supposedly. You should know right from wrong what you're doing, right? But I guess you don't. Y'all idiots. Y'all dumb. So, thank you for being dumb. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for being the dumb people that you are. I live around dumb ass people. And I don't give a fuck if they hear me. I don't give a fuck how they feel. I don't give a fuck if they get triggered. I hope they are getting triggered, bitches. Because got some dumb motherfuckers that I live around. Thinking that y'all were going to come for my fucking life. And y'all failed. Y'all stupid, low budget, ratchet ass bitches that are going to die. Since you wanted me dead, trying to unalive me, that's what's gonna happen to you. Say your fucking goodbyes to whoever the fuck you need to say goodbye to. Make your preparations that you need to make your preparations for. Because if you were sending death my way, I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen to you. Y'all played a dangerous game, thinking y'all could play with somebody's life. The lives of people that were connected to. My son, my mother, anybody that I was in a relationship with. Y'all fucked with people's lives. Like y'all had it like that. Now that's why there's shit happening to you in your area, in your home, and in your surroundings. Motherfuckers is probably losing shit. Shit is probably breaking down. I'm telling you. What you wanted from me will happen to you. But worse. You don't have the right to play with somebody's life. You're not God. And God is going to show you that you're not God. Confirmation with the hunking and the... As soon as I said that. I'm done talking shit, collective, because then I'm just going to go. So, I'll be back. Well, I don't know at this point because it seems like every time I get on, we're tapping into my energy. I guess this is this moon cycle energy. Spirit wants me to expose motherfuckers that's up to no good. And they're exposing, they continue. Today is the upstairs neighbors and the next door neighbor. One neighbor already showed their hand, the other neighbor is hiding. So the one that's trying to cloak themselves is the one that's being exposed, which is confirmation, car honk. You got one neighbor that's out in the open with their dislike for me. And then you got one that's hiding it. And the one that's hiding and trying to hide in my energy is the one that's being exposed. Upstairs neighbors are going to keep coming out. They were the first one exposed this morning. So. Collective, I like when people are stupid and they continue to do the things they do and they think that they got the power to do it. These people really don't believe in God. Dead ass, they really don't. They are really non-believers of God, for real, for real. It's a shame. It's a shame. Peace out, collective. You already know, stay prayed up, stay protected. Cause boy, yeah, they wilding out. People over here, they wilding out. They going crazy. Collective, I may or may not be back with another reading. I don't know. It depends how I feel. It is early. But the way this has been going so far, I really don't feel like tapping into my energy all day today. So, I don't know. If you see me, you see me. If not, you'll see me tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend, collective. Peace out.